So Chase Bank, owned by JP Morgan, has sailed all the way across the Atlantic, all the way across the pond to deliver us in the UK a new digital bank called Chase Bank UK. So as a good financial YouTuber, I've just opened an account and I'm just waiting for my card to arrive, hopefully in the next couple of days. Chase is trying to compete with all of the other digital banks out there. Think of the names like Starling, Monzo and Revolut, who don't have any physical presence, and everything is managed digitally through their application on any normal smartphone. Now, the biggest appeal to me, and certainly to a lot of customers, is going to be that whole new 1% introductory rate of cashback for new users in the UK. But that level of cashback, although it doesn't sound big, it probably puts them up there with some of the best rewarding credit cards or even current accounts out there on the market, especially considering it's completely free and there's no monthly fee. In this video, I'm going to give you all of my first impressions on the account, let you know how you can also get yourself set up, the little things and little quirks I've already learned so far, what the user experience is like just before I get my full card, and then eventually, maybe a few months down the line, I will do a full review of the bank account so far of my experience. If that's the kind of thing you're interested in, please do drop me a big fat like or do let me know in the comment section below. So first things first, how can you get your hands on a Chase UK bank account? Well, the process is quite straightforward. Let me talk to you about it now. So the first thing you'll need to do is head over to the Chase Bank UK website, where you'll enter your email address and join the waiting list. I know it sounds very exclusive. After I put my email address in, I've just checked my mail, and it was 3 days after I was on the waiting list that I actually got my unique code to get my account opened. Now, there are lots of people who are going to report lots of different times. Some people have put their email address in and got an email back within hours. Others might take a little bit longer, but it doesn't seem too long for me. Once you get that unique code through email, you'll then take that unique code, download the app, and whether you're using an Apple phone or an Android phone, find the Chase UK app, and then you'll sign up using the normal process using that unique code which you received. The process from my perspective was very, very smooth indeed. You just put your normal level of details, name, address, photo ID, etc. You will need, of course, either a driving license or a passport, which you'll take a picture of for them, and then you will take a picture of your lovely face, and of course it will try to match up and make sure you are who you say you are. The system in the background will then work its magic. For me, it was a very straightforward process. It did glitch out on me once, saying that the picture I sent wasn't clear enough in terms of taking a picture of my driving license, but that was probably just me doing it on a hotel bed because I was in Edinburgh last weekend, so that was probably that. Either way, as soon as that was done, you get to open your shiny new bank account, so you can get access to all of your details as soon as that's open, and you'll also get all the information you need, your account number, sort code, etc. You'll set up a PIN to make sure you can get into it. It does use Face ID if you are using an iPhone, but then also you'll get all your card information too saved in the app itself. And you even set your PIN code for your card in the app too, rather than having to wait for it to come through in the mail and then using it then. So that's pretty cool. One thing I did immediately was just add the card to Apple Pay, which was super easy as it is with most cards. And then once that was done, I also nerded out and put it on the watch as well. So I was ready to spend within just a few minutes of setting the account up. And of course, I will get that card through the post in a couple of days. When the card arrives, you will see that it's got no numbers on the front or no numbers on the rear at all. It's very clean, minimalist looking. It's all supposedly designed so people can't check your card details and try and go spending willy-nilly. All they could probably do is just use contactless, but other than that, it's all pretty much clean. It will just have your name on the front, or even you can have a short version of your name. There were options when you were applying for the account, what you'd like the card to look for. And it's all recycled plastic, so what's not to like? And it looks like a good colour as well. I do like blue. So what are the main selling points? Well, firstly, that 1% cashback rate on all purchases is a pretty good when we compare that to some other ones out there in the UK market, including some of the best current accounts and some of the best even paid for credit cards out there, including my old American Express card that I used to use. When we compare it to the big boys like that American Express card that I used to use for a lot of my business travel, a lot of my hotels and all my other dinners expenses for different clients, etc. That's a great card, but of course it cost me a lot of money. That's a £575 annual fee on the Amex Platinum card versus this one, which is completely free. So that 1% really is attractive. One little tip here that I did actually find out as soon as I opened the account was that 1% cashback needs to be activated in the app. So you will see just below your homepage, you'll see a little thing here that says you need to actually activate your 1 year's worth of cashback. And also it is just 1 year as well. Would be nice if they did that as a lifetime of the account, but it is kind of just an introductory offer at the moment that you get that 1% cashback. So as soon as you've activated it, you've got 12 months from that date. Be warned. Now the cashback comes through quite quickly. I did actually do a couple of contactless payments using Apple Pay when I was up in Edinburgh last weekend. So I paid for a coffee and some drinks, and that cashback has already appeared, which is really nice. So it doesn't take weeks or months to come through. It really just took a couple of days, and that cashback has now appeared in that section, and I can transfer it through to my current account balance as I choose. Getting money into the account is just like any other bank account. If you take your sort code and account number, I just use a faster payment system. I transferred from my current account, moved that money to my Chase account, and then of course it's a MasterCard debit card, so it can be accepted pretty much everywhere around the world, especially if they're going to take contactless and Apple Pay. Secondly, another feature which is quite interesting is that they can actually round up your payments to the nearest pound and put it into a high interest savings account with 5% annual interest, which is nothing to be sniffed at, especially when you compare it to some other rates out there in the market. Now, I've not turned that feature on just yet, but I probably will, although it's not exactly going to make you retire early, but then saying that, it could add up if you spend quite a lot of money on the platform. Another thing you can do is open different separate accounts, so kind of like in the same ways that other banks are offering you these different pots. So you could set up a separate account for savings and maybe another one for your partner or joint account or something like that, where you will be given a unique account number and sort code too. Now, I've never really been a person who likes that kind of thing, but I know that lots of users of the likes of Monzo really like these kind of features and really like those different investment pots. So this will be similar to that, but I think Monzo have got that kind of part of the market nailed. And thirdly, another big perk for me, but something which seemingly becomes almost common now, is that there are no fees when spending money abroad. So this could be a really nice card and really nice account if you wanted to just top up that account with all of your spending money for a holiday, go around all the different shops knowing that you've put a few £100 on that card, and worst case scenario, if someone did use it and someone were to tap around as many other shops, you'd only be liable for a small amount of money potentially. Could be also a good way to budget for different members of the family, different kids, etc. if everyone had their own account and you could send some money to it or something like that. So finally, on the positive side, I think first impressions overall really good. The app is really clean. It seemed very simple. Everything was very quick to set up. I can't think of anything that is kind of missing from that process. I don't really know what more you could want from just a basic current account in the UK. Sure, they're going to have more advanced features maybe later on, but for now the process is pretty smooth and pretty quick for me. Being able to access all of my account details, get access to all my card details when I want them, rather than having to go through a wallet or anything like that, is really useful. And of course, having that all very quickly accessible to you is very nice too. From a customer service side, I can only assume this is potentially going to be quite good. I did read recently that they have opened up a UK customer call center based actually in Edinburgh, where I just visited, which is pretty good. So if you do need to contact them, you can of course call them, but I know there's a messaging function in the app too. Maybe I'll have to give that a try if I do a longer term review. So now let's jump over to the negative side and try and be critical of this new bank account and my first impressions. Well, one of the first things to say, of course, is that 1% cashback unfortunately is only going to last you for 12 months. So as soon as you think you've got some big spends coming up, that might be a good time to activate it. I do wish that someone brought out a 1% debit cashback account on any UK current account, because I think that would be an absolute slam dunk for anyone who wants to break into the UK market if you gave us for life. So if anyone from Chase is watching, can we have 1% for life? Please. Personally, for me, I pretty much have all of my spending day to day on credit cards. I almost never use a debit card for many different reasons. That's also from consumer protection and also any way I can make some air miles or points. I'm always trying to think of ways that I can improve that cashback situation. And of course, any staples that I put on that account, whether that's fuel or food or any separate bills, to be able to get 1% back or some level of points to maybe put toward a nice holiday somewhere in a few years, is always really good. Now this one is a MasterCard debit card technically, so it's not going to give me those same kind of protections that a credit card will, but that 1% cashback is something I'm definitely going to be making the most of. Now another one on the downside, I guess once that 1% cashback runs out after a year, I can't really see maybe some other benefits and differentiators between the likes of the Monzos, the Starlings and the Revoluts of the world. I really don't see why you would maybe choose a Chase account over the rest. There really needs to be a bit more, in my opinion, some kind of differentiators. And really, if they could give that 1% for life, that would be a really good tick in the box for me. Outside of that, yeah, it's a cool account, easy to set up, it's digital. You get a blue card with no numbers on it, but really, what else out there is there right now? Maybe we need to wait. Now, I was looking into this just a little bit a minute ago to figure out if they've got any more plans to roll out different features to the UK, and there are definitely some roadmap features. There will be potentially different accounts and different kind of products here. We may even see some different loans or lending features and possibly even some kind of investing accounts at some point. So watch this space, but for now it's relatively basic in terms of its feature set. I can't really see much more from the unique side other than the fact that 1% cashback is something definitely worth making the most of in the UK market at the moment. And either way, I think it's really good to have some kind of disruption in the UK current account market. We do seem to be lagging behind when we compare it to our US cousins who get all these different cool offers, lots of different credit card benefits and lots of different current account benefits, where here in the UK, I think we've lagged. And if I think back to my own situation, the only reason my current account is with my bank is because when I was about 12 or 13, I'm pretty sure one of the representatives from the bank came into one of the classes, gave us a bit of a finance chat and then just handed around applications for our bank accounts. And I'm pretty sure that's how I ended up with my current bank at the moment. So it's nice to have a bit of disruption. It's quite weird thinking about it actually, isn't it? That we're really loyal in the UK. And I don't know, maybe we're being overly loyal, especially when we think about our energy suppliers, your broadband suppliers. You actually get worse deals by staying longer. So it's good to have a bit more disruption in the market, and I welcome that disruption. And it has got me thinking, as much as I think it might be a hassle, maybe even changing current accounts now and then, especially if you're just going to be given free money, like £150 for swapping different accounts, or even other benefits. It's worth having a look into. So anyway, so far so good. I will definitely let you know and keep you posted how I get on. Please do drop me a fat like and let me know in the comment section if you'd be interested in this. Maybe 6 months or 12 months down the line, I'll show you how much I've built up, how I've got on with the card, or any other quirks I found. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Drop me a fat like, as I've said, subscribe for many more videos, and as usual, happy investing.